Hey, this Omar, just on here, just quick talk on Brian and Staley's position, and should he be fired? You feel me? They got a big game this week, and everybody is basically saying they're gonna take a slug. You feel me? And now what's so weird is that you hear about all right, people that should have been fired, right? The Carolina guy, he looked like he ain't know what he was doing. So when he got fired, everybody say, yeah, that make a lot of sense because he don't know what he doing. And then how much heat they've been putting on the Denver coach, because of them underperforming, and they say, yeah, he should be fired. And you probably like, yeah, all right, that makes sense too. But it's not enough talk in the national media of going at him the same way. You feel me? You have a top five quarterback. You got a running back that's a top 15 and whatnot. And then you got one of the better rosters in the league. And yet every single week, like literally every single week, you could pretty much watch the game and tell how it's gonna go. Charles may find a way to lead in the first half. Then in the second half, is a complete no-show in the third quarter, and then they might score a touchdown late to make the score look, respectable. At the end, can you blame? Okay, Ackley fumbled the ball in the third quarter and gave Oakland the short field, and they scored. Can you blame that on him? Nah, you can't blame that on him. But what you can blame on him is the fact that they literally cannot stop or slow down any team that has whoever their star is. This week it was Jacobs and Adams. You have to slow one of them down to have a shot in the game. So now you gonna say this, right? All right, that's easier said than done, right? Because you just saying that from the sideline, and you talking, and you being critical from afar and whatnot. And so you be like, all right, well, if you the one that's the professional and you may not making no adjustment, that don't steer you clear from, what I'm saying, being, like somebody could say, yeah, that was a bad move or whatever. So that's all that anybody doing on here. You just looking and just, presenting your opinion. And but the thing with the opinion is more so facts than opinion. Like everybody now is seeing like, yeah, this dude is trash. And like, they gonna go again on another, nationally televised game, getting birds, and then what I'm saying, it's like they slowly stopping the bleeding. You feel me? Like he shown that that this ain't him. He might be an exceptional defensive coordinator, and if he finds himself in that position again, he might go to a place that he learn the ropes. And maybe if he get a second chance, because he's a young dude, he only 39, what I'm saying? And, more than likely he'll have another opportunity, in the next, say, 5, 6 years, what I'm saying, as he work his way back. But, right now, it just seems that right this position in this team is too much for him, and so you could go ahead and, is either is him, and then he tried to do a solid when he hired somebody new in Ronaldo Hill as the defensive coordinator. So it's like they both was like intertwined together. Something about them running at 3-4 that's not working. Maybe they got 4-3 personnel. You feel me? And they've been trying to force this 4-3. I mean, sorry about they've been trying to force this 3-4, out of players that's not really comfortable in that position and whatnot. But what I'm saying, maybe they have people that's gonna, more excel more in a 4-3. But that's the defense they running. Now, if they was, we what yeah, and then even just they should just try to switch it up. You feel me? Like if you see that ain't working, that's the sign of a clever coordinator. If you saying you know all this analytics and shit like that, that's what you hustle the the upstairs to see. And you try to paint this picture, and everybody was like, "Oh, he's young," and everybody's trying to look for the next young coach like a McVay or whatever. Just see how smart he is and know all his schemes. Granted, yeah, that's dope if you could find that, but that's rare. Everybody don't have the sauce like that. You know what I'm saying? And he clearly don't. You know what I'm saying? I see like all I see is him gambling more on fourth down. That's all I really see. But you know, as far as overall defensive schemes, like I said, you don't see too. You see a lot of vanilla, and you don't really see schemes that be kind of confusing offenses on a week to week basis. And like, you got to show that that you got an imprint in the game, and the imprint you don't see him doing is like situationally. He's terrible at situational football. So because of that, I feel that yeah, if he lose on versus Miami, they should go ahead and just let him go. You know what I'm saying? You got you got an opportunity out there. There's gonna be some hot coaches that you don't want to squander another season of Justin Herbert, especially right now when he's still getting paid low, because eventually you're gonna have to throw the money at him, and then the team is not gonna be built the same way because you ain't gonna be able to pay everybody. So, this, you know, if they lose this week on Sunday night, yeah, they should definitely give him his papers on Monday. You know what I'm saying? Because you already seen you seen like he he's not ready for the big time. And that's just all there is to it. All right, thanks for listening.